There's a lot of movement in this theater. There was a hill right there. Watch out for it. Guys, watch out for it. Theater's alive, a theater. And it's amazing and magical, you guys. So excited to be here with you guys tonight. Have some big news, everybody. Big news from me. I just got married. Woo! Yes! Oh my God, you guys, that was an amazing reaction. Thank you guys so much for that. Honestly, because I was downtown and I was doing a show and I announced that I got married and this was the response. And I looked out, and the audience was full of single ladies. But like angry New York City single ladies. You know what I'm talking about? Right, like all dressed up with no one to marry. Right, like their hair's going out, they've got their high heels on, they're wearing chunky necklaces. Because something about the chunky necklace says, I'm fun, pick me. Right, and they're looking at me like the eHarmony guy hasn't found me shit, and somehow that's my fault. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys clapping for that. And I did everything as you do leading up to a wedding. Had a bachelorette party. Right, you guys know about bachelorette parties? Right, because here's the thing. When you have a bachelorette party, when you get a group of women together, it gets stupid fast. Right, because girls are like, oh my God, we need penis everything. Like penis hats, penis pasta, an inflatable penis so large it uses a flotation device. Right, meanwhile, you guys, the groom is somewhere, and he's getting slapped in the face with a titty. That's what's happening. He's getting slapped in the face with a titty, but I'm somewhere drinking out of a penis-shaped water bottle. Like, this is the craziest night of my life. I'm totally out of control. Right? It's true, like, men don't do what we do, right? It's not like, Steve, I'm getting married, put your vagina hat on. Right? No, tomorrow's my big day, Brian, where your pussy pants at? Right? That doesn't happen. But somebody from the audience once was like, we should do that. We should sell pussy pants. And I was like, one, I don't even know what pussy pants are. And like, two, you're a stranger from the audience. Why would we go into business together? People are crazy, you guys. And then the wedding planning itself, you guys, totally, it's out of control. Has anyone done it recently, wedding planning? Oh, you got it. It's nuts, right? It just gets, and you start out, you're like, this doesn't need to get crazy, right? Like, we don't need to rent colored tablecloths. We can use white tablecloths. We're on a budget, right? But I came home one day, and my now husband was like, we could get a drone. Right? And at first, I'm like, oh, a Hellfire missiles drone? Right? Like, we invited friends and family to the wedding, not the Taliban, right? Like, I started to think our wedding was going to turn into Homeland. Like, that's what I was thinking. But of course, you guys, he meant an unmanned camera drone. Right? And we got married on a roof, and gang, the footage is beautiful. It is. It's also really helpful. Like, I heard my Aunt Pat and Uncle Nino left the wedding early. You guys, how early? I checked the drone. Right, you knew where that was going. She knew. Right, my friend Teresa was like, you will never believe who I hooked up with. I was like, girl, I have the footage. Right, I checked the drone. So helpful. And then we went on a honeymoon. Did you guys honeymoon? Or it hasn't happened yet?
It hasn't happened yet.
Okay, so we're not talking about it. That was the answer for don't do this to me tonight. It's not tonight. Okay, but we'll discuss after.
Yeah,
we'll discuss after.
We'll talk.
So we went on our honeymoon, and as soon as we got back from our honeymoon, my husband said to me, I'm really glad that worked out. I was worried. So at first I was like, oh, well, like worried. We flew really far. We went all the way to Asia. It's a lot of plane time. I get it. And he said, oh, no. I was worried because it was just you and me. 3 weeks, 24/7 alone. I'm glad it worked out. I'm sorry, like, were you not at the wedding? Right, like, till death do us part, right? You can't do this like a month-to-month thing. Like, this is a marriage, not a gym membership. Right? I was like, bitch, you just got in bed with Verizon. Like, minimum 2 years. Right, until you change providers, and don't think about it because there'll be a lot of paperwork, right? Hefty fees. Do not start with me. Do not. We did, you guys. We went to Vietnam on our honeymoon. Right? Has anybody here ever been to Asia? Anybody? A little. Okay. Would you say everybody in Asia is small? Are you Asian? It's dark, but okay. I was like, wait a minute. I'm picking up the vibe. Right? It's just a small. No, but it's true, you guys. Everybody in Asia, they're built differently, right? It's just a smaller people. Like, their weight class is junior high. Like, that's what, these are facts. facts. These are facts. Like if you guys know anybody with kids, or you have kids in their backyard, they have like a plastic picnic table. Like in Vietnam, that's a dining room set for 12. It's real. It's just a smaller people. It's just smaller people, you guys. It's real. It's real. It's real. It's real. So me and my husband went as Westerners, and we would we would go to visit his family, and they would immediately size us up on site. Like, what sort of furniture should we put the Americans on? Right, like full disclosure, we sat on a lot of benches, right? That's fine. Right, we don't need to make waves. But, you guys, we found out there can be a rogue chubby person in Vietnam. There can. In fact, my husband has a cousin, and they called her the big one. You guys, 3 weeks, we never learned her name. They just kept calling her the big one. Right, but they called her the big one in English. As if to be like, we don't even have the Vietnamese word. Or whatever that is. It's good. You laughed at that because you know she doesn't speak English. And it's fine. That's where you feel bad? This side of the room is crazy. You guys are crazy. Now here's the thing, you guys. I have a large calf. Take a look at it. It's out there. I have a large calf by American standards. So by Vietnamese standards, this is a huge calf. Okay, so me and my husband were like walking in the market, and there was a lady doing the very low Asian squat. And she, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She grabbed my calf, and she was like, ah! Ah! Right, you guys, I started to have flashbacks of me in junior high trying on boots that wouldn't zipper. Right, like boot after boot, right? Like nothing would zipper. It was a time before wide calf boots, you know. Right, and then the shoe salesman would always come over and be like, oh, what are you? Like, you must be a soccer player. Right, and I'd be like, no, I'm in marching band. I don't know what this is. It's crazy. But now, you guys, now that I am married in a relationship for a while, I can tell you that love is messed up. Right? Not the Cinderella story we were promised. Right, ladies? No, because here's the thing. I was at a show, you guys. My husband was in the audience. I got off stage. The waitress came over to me, and she said, the gentleman over there sent you this. I was like, oh my God, what did my husband send? Like champagne? Chocolate-covered strawberries? No, my husband sent me his leftover tater tots. Okay, cold to the touch, hard cheese leftover tater tots. Right, that is not a Cinderella story. Like, our love is like Shrek. Like, that's what it is. Right, but then somebody from the audience like raised their hand once. They were like, well, did you eat the tater tots? Right, I felt like Jack Nicholson, A Few Good Men. I was like, you're goddamn right I did. Right, because they were only cold to the touch, gang. Only cold to the touch. I was at a college and I was doing a show, and this group of girls in the audience started laughing, but like independently of the show. And I was like, what's so funny? And they're like, you sound like somebody, but we can't tell you. I said, no, you need to tell me. And finally they were like, you sound like the slug lady from Monsters, Inc. I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching you. You guys, how sexy. You guys, Roz, the slug lady, also, you guys, voiced by a man. So that makes you feel good. That makes you feel, nothing gives you the warm fuzzies like that, everybody. Nothing gives you the warm fuzzies like that. But we're sharing, I feel like I can tell you guys this. I did the most mature thing I've ever done last week, everybody, okay? I was at a meeting, and I accidentally farted. Yes. And I owned it. Yeah. Right? Yes, exactly, I owned it. Now, when I say accidentally farted, new friends, I farted on purpose, okay? I farted on purpose, but what I thought would happen was that the cushion of my chair would absorb the impact. What I had forgotten was I was sitting on a wooden chair. So then immediate impact caused a chain reaction. It was like a mini Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Right, so I had to own it. Otherwise, everyone would have been like, that girl has really smelly seizures. Like, I had to own it. I had to own it. But now another one of these college kids was like, yeah, but girls don't fart. Right? I said, surprise, my young friend. Exactly, they do. They do. So it got me back to thinking to the first time I let one rip in front of my now husband. You guys, let me paint the scene. It was Thanksgiving. Right? He wanted me to take a peek in the oven, right? See the turkey, right? So I bent over to take a look, and like the tiniest little toot just slipped right out. Right? And he was like, oh my God, that is the cutest thing I've ever heard. And I was like, if you think that's cute, wait until I try to digest milk. Right, guys? That's real. That's real. That's real, you guys. That's real. That's real. Can we be real, you guys? Can we? Did you guys see that story that went viral on Twitter where that girl was on a date at a dude's apartment? She went to the bathroom, she pooped, and the toilet didn't flush. You know this story? Then she wrapped up the poop. She took it out of the toilet, wrapped it in toilet paper, put it in her bag, and went back to the couch. This is real, right? This is real. Later, she heard the dude he went in the bathroom and the toilet flushed. So she went back in with her poop purse. You guys took her poop out and flushed it. Is that insane? That's insane. You guys, because in all my years, you guys, I've never taken a shit that could fit in a bag. Never. Right? If that was me, I would have gotten back to the couch and you would have been like, yo, did you just shit in your bag? I'd have been like, yeah, I did. Right? It's nuts. It's nuts. So I want to be honest, you guys, I appreciate you guys laughing about so much at that joke. I do, because I like making jokes about poop. I do. I think poop is funny the way guys think it's funny. Yes. Right? But audiences don't always let me joke about it. Right? Now, is that because I'm a girl? Or when you look at me, you're like, oh, she looks like she could take a shit. She's a two-flusher. That bitch has plunged a public toilet. Good. We're on the same page, you guys. We're on the same page. But I will tell you this, you guys. I travel all over the place for comedy. And here's the thing. Did you guys know there's no plunger in a hotel bathroom? Did you guys know this? Right? So if you have a situation in a hotel, you have to call down to the front desk. Right? I had a situation. I called down to the front desk. And he was like, oh, well, you can just come to the lobby and you can get a plunger. Oh, can I? I can just go to the lobby and get a plunger and then walk back to my room? All Game of Thrones? Like, shame. Right now, I can just ride the elevator? How you guys doing? Great weather. Don't be late for that meeting. Right, with a plunger? No, you guys know I flush for 12 hours straight because I'm a lady. You guys are amazing, you guys.